We will go right ahead and get started. Thank you so much for taking the time. We'll start actually with Tim Hotze from Men in Red 97.
Hi, Frank. How are you?
Good, Tim. How you doing?
Good, good. So obviously a rough loss on Saturday, but a huge opportunity to get 3 points against another team that's also trying to fight its way into the
Yeah,
playoffs. Um,
absolutely right. Yeah. Sorry,
yeah.
go ahead.
No, just basically like what's the mentality? What's the message for this game?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's we have to rebound. Obviously, you have not so much the performance. I think we could have been better also in areas with the ball against Miami. But I just felt the mistakes we made cost us the last game. A little bit unlucky on the first goal, but then obviously just some mistakes right away the second half to start, and we let the game get out of hand. I think, given that third goal, it was I think became really difficult. So the thing is, it's just keeping things tight. I mean, if um, um, not giving up, more than one goal per game because we will get opportunities. I think we always have a chance. We saw that even when we gave up 2 goals in New York. It was about the next play we got it, and we had momentum and we tied the game. So I think that's important and crucial. And now every game. I mean, we've talked about it, the importance of every game and picking up points. We're playing all the teams now that we're basically other than Miami. We're just fighting for that 1 or 2 spots in the playoffs. So they're all massive games. They're coming off a good win. They're going to come in with confidence, and obviously for us, it's an opportunity now to rebound from the last match. Prepare well this week and make the right decisions with the guys, the personnel that are in good form to go on the field. But I know the players will be looking forward to get back on the field and get on the positive side again after the last week's performance.
All right, thanks. So this is the team's first game of the season at SeatGeek. It's obviously a team that the Fire have a lot of history with, and also a location where a lot of that history happened. Does that change anything you think, just like with the like feel or vibes for players, or you just getting heading somewhere other than Soldier Field for the game day?
Yeah, it's different. Obviously, you see the stadium here. I mean, the atmosphere when you get even 10,000 people, uh, the atmosphere becomes really great. The fans right on top of you. So it's a different feeling. It's a different vibe. Obviously, it's an area that the players, we feel at home here. We feel comfortable. This is where we train almost every day. Not in the stadium, but we're in this place all the time. So for us, it'll be like being at home, obviously, because we're not at Soldier Field all the time. So it's a different feeling. The stadium size, the atmosphere that's going to be here. Um, so a lot of good history here in the past with the team, and I think it's good to play this big game where we can have our fans right on top of us, so we can create that great atmosphere that sometimes we miss.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Jim Alexander from Real Talker.
Hey, Coach, how's your Wednesday?
Good, Jim.
Good to hear.
I hope you're having a good day too, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. A few days before my birthday, so I'm
Oh,
enjoying.
really?
Yeah.
Dude, you're a Virgo also. I just had my birthday on the 1st.
Oh, there you go. Yep, same month then.
Well, happy birthday then.
Thank you. I'm
I
September
hope.
11th, Coach, so it's a memorable day.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Uh,
mine wasn't that great after that performance. Obviously, thinking a lot about the game. So hopefully, we can give you something to celebrate.
there you go. Perfect. Two-parter here. First part, you already faced obviously DC. Is it kind of better now? At this point, you're seeing teams the second time in a year. Do you think it kind of helps you prepare for a team the second time you see them? I mean, obviously, you guys were competitive with DC the first time around. Do you feel it's
Yeah.
going to be? It gives you basically it aids you information that you need coming into this game.
Yeah. I mean, up to this point, we know, how what the team is all about, and so I think for us, I think it's a lot of similarities goes into the first game that we played, because we were at that moment desperate. We needed to get back on the right track, and we adjusted some things. We played with Tom Barlow with 2 strikers. We went to a back 3. And we got a point on the road in second half. We played really well. I felt we had opportunities really to take the maximum points out of that match. And now again, I think we're late into the season. Points are important for both sides. We know what they're all about. The good thing for us is that we almost have all the guys healthy. Mari Pineda is still out with a hip situation. But other than that, everyone, a little bit of some bangs here or there, but they'll be okay for the weekend.
And also, obviously, Kutsi gets a call up, rightfully so. He's been playing really well. He's been coming out so strong. Sort of your feelings about him getting the call up. Obviously, it's good for him to be playing for the U21, but also you're losing a contributor for probably this week and maybe next game that has been really coming on strong and been scoring goals for you guys.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Jim. And I think, the opportunity that was given to him in Leagues Cup, he needed games and performed really well. And then came strong in Miami. I think he's a kid that he brings good energy. He has he's good around the goal, and he always gets opportunities. You see him in training also, his ability with either foot to finish off chances. So he's a striker that gets chances and scores goals, and that's a positive thing. And it's a good thing for him. But obviously for us now, it comes at a time where we could coming off and scoring a big goal like that. I know that I think we're going to miss him. We wish him obviously the best. Being away, he deserves it. But I think it's a moment where where we definitely could have used him in this matches, in the upcoming matches.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you. Tim, I see your hand is up.
Yeah. So I guess one last question, just what are you expecting from DC with this one? They've been playing a direct game, a lot of high pressing, fast offense, but
yeah, with Benteke, it's the same thing. Their ability, you have a striker that it's good in the air. His hold up play is excellent. So when they get pressure, they have no issues where they play very direct to him, and he's got a great ability to link up play, to hold up play, to win the initial first ball, and then it's about winning second balls. I think with their pivots, they want to suck you out where they can create space to find Benteke. Without the ball, they're aggressive with Strad on one side, Pietro on the other. Yeah, if you try to build up play, they're very aggressive, pressing with the wingers. Their wing backs step really high up. So our decision making and really understanding, Tim, where pressure is coming from, and that's the number one thing. How are they pressing us in order to have and find solutions to break them down, but also our ability now at times to break that pressure when they're stopping off and they're very aggressive. We're going to have opportunities, in 1v1 situations against their back line. So it's about good decision making and not forcing the ball in bad areas, understanding where the pressure is going to come when we have the ball. And obviously without the ball, second balls become really important. Being good defensively on set pieces. They're a team, with height. They're dangerous in set pieces and doing a good job, obviously, on Benteke.
all right. Thanks, Frank. Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Jim, do you have one more question for Coach?
No, I'm good.
All right,
Awesome.
Jim.
You can go,
Try to
Coach.
get you a good birthday present, man.
There you go. A win would help.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We will go ahead and get started with Tim Hotsey from Men in Red 97.
Andrew, so obviously this is a crucial game for the team. I mean, with the number of games left, everyone is, but 3 of the 4 games this team has coming up next are against non-playoff teams. Have you talked about just the importance of getting 3 points against conference rivals in each and every one of these? And what's the mentality of the group like right now?
Yeah, I think you know, even before this game, the last couple of games we've been talking about how important it is to pick up points every single game. You know, and now we have a little bit of a home stretch right now, and you know, unfortunately we didn't get points last game out, but you know, especially playing at home, it's very crucial for us to get 3 points. And you know, basically every game the rest of the season is important for 3 points. You know, and the guys know that the coaching staff really implements that on us every single day. So we're all motivated. We still all believe that we can push for playoffs. You know, and we just got to go out there and get 3 points every single game.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Jim Alexander from Real Talker.
Hey, Andrew, how are you feeling?
Good. Feeling a lot better than, you know, earlier in the year.
There you go. But that leads me to ask you, how is obviously you're playing more minutes and more. Are you kind of getting back into the rhythm you feel like with the injury and just even conditioning on the field? Because it seems like coach is definitely putting you out there for more and more each game as we go on.
Yeah, I think you know, in Leagues Cup, it was important for me to get some minutes and kind of, you know, get a feel of being out there again. You know, and then these last 2 games, obviously I've played more and more minutes. I think in New York, I was, you know, I was still kind of getting my bearings and, you know, kind of getting my fitness back up. I felt a bit more tired in that game, but then you know, last weekend against Miami, I felt really good. I was able to get up and down the field like I normally do. You know, and I think every game I can build up my fitness and I can get back my sharpness that I had before these injuries.
Also, you were sub for Ariel the past game. Did coach mention anything that you guys might be kind of playing off each other in a sense, or maybe filling in for each other? It was just maybe a one-time thing for that to integrate him because he's also integrated, getting around with this team for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't say anything to me about that. You know, I've known Ari. I've played against him many times throughout the league. He can play in multiple positions. You know, and I think in any situation where you can put a guy out there that has speed, that has quality, that, you know, can get up and down, that's always a good thing. You know, so, you know, whether he plays my position or he plays a little bit higher up the field, I think he's been a great addition to us. And hopefully when he gets back from the national team, he'll contribute more for us.
Sounds good. Thanks, Andrew.
Thank you. We'll go back to Tim.
So, question, just DC, they've been playing kind of like a high press, lots of direct attacks. How do you defend against a team like that versus like some of the other kind of strategies we've seen from teams this year?
Yeah, I think you just got to be strong in your duels. You got to be super aware of the balls into the channels. You know, you always got to kind of be on the front foot and eliminate even the chances of them getting their head up and able to play in behind. You know, I think when we played them in DC, we had a really good game plan against them. And, you know, I thought we should have honestly come away with more from that game. You know, but for us playing at home, we want to dictate the tempo. We want to be on the front foot. We kind of want to control the game. But, you know, then on the other side of it, we do have to be aware of their attacking threat that they have with Benteke and with the counter attacking and the directness that they play with.
And quick, like on sort of their strategy. So does Benteke's kind of like aerial dominance this season change anything about the way that you look at those 1v1s or those duels?
No, I think, you know, whoever plays back there, I think, you know, last time out there, they did a pretty good job handling you know, obviously Benteke's a fantastic player. I think he's, you know, ahead in duels in the league by like a crazy amount. You know, but for us, it's just understanding that he is going to win duels and you just have to be in good positions to cover for, you know, whether he flicks it on, whether he lays it off and they try to go in behind. So I think it's just us being extra aware of their kind of style of play and being able to get in right positions to shut it down.
All right. And one last one from me. This is your first game in a Flyer uniform at SeatGeek outside of the Leagues Cup. It's obviously a building you know well. Have you thought just about like what sort of like the history of that, just with you personally and your history with the team?
Yeah, I think it will be a really cool experience for me. This is the stadium that I grew up watching the Fire play in. I played in it in the academy. When I was training with the first team, we trained on the pitch. I still remember it as Toyota Park, even when people ask me where I'm playing, I kind of forget that it's called SeatGeek now. So it'll be a cool experience to play in the stadium for sure. But at the end of the day, Soldier Field is our home field. I think that's the place that where the Fire want to be moving forward. And so yeah, it's a cool opportunity to play in SeatGeek this weekend.
All right. Thanks and good luck on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Jim, I see your hand is up. Do you have another question?
Yeah, I wanted to follow up kind of what Tim mentioned about SeatGeek. Andrew, what about the field? Do you know much about the field difference between Soldier Field and SeatGeek, the playing surface in itself? I mean, obviously, SeatGeek's got more sort of soccer designed, even though they have rugby there. But have you noticed like the dimensions and just the field itself, how it kind of feels compared to the regular home field?
Yeah, I mean, we played there in Leagues Cup. I got a couple minutes there when we played Toluca, so I'm familiar with it. Every once in a while we'll go out there and train on that field as well. But it is more of a soccer specific stadium, so it does have a little bit different feel to it. Even the fans are a little bit closer to you. But this is a stadium that is like a lot of stadiums around the league, so it's nothing new for any of us. I'm sure some guys have played on this field before, but for the guys like me who haven't played on it much, it's just like playing in another soccer specific stadium.
Mm-hmm. And the grass is comparable or a little bit different than you'd imagine at Soldier Field being?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't really know too much. I'll probably go out there this week and check it out. I think a lot of the way the grass is depends on how it's cut and how wet it is. I did notice when we played Toluca there, the ball did move a little bit quicker than at Soldier Field, but it kind of depends on the day. I think even Toluca, it was like raining and on and off and stuff, so that did kind of create a different surface for us.
Okay, well, appreciate that. Go get him on Saturday.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for joining us, Andrew. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And thank you.